Hey guys, what is going on? Vitaly Dubin is here, founder of Bitcoin's Walls Club. And in this video, I want to share with you some exciting updates about the Cloud 2.0 project, because this is one of the vehicles we are using here inside Bitcoin's Walls Club to generate more Bitcoin, to generate more passive income in cryptocurrencies. And I was listening today to a very exciting interview with Ronald that addressed a lot of the issues that are going on, as well as laid out the plan for the next 3 years, how cloud is going to dominate the market and how it's going to reach 100 million customers and 20 million merchants. And I want to go over some of the updates as far as I understand them in what's to come. And from the very beginning of this project, which I joined in April, which is like more than 6 months, almost 7 months ago. What really caught my eye and my attention into this project is the transparency of this company. It is for the first time in the last 2 years that I've really seen something real, where the owners were willing to show the accounts, the trading accounts, to show the trade history, to show the balances, and to really be very open and transparent. And after I met several times the genius man behind this project, who developed the app and the trading engines, his name is Ronald I, and I had the privilege and honor to spend some quality time with him for about 5 hours altogether. I really was impressed by this man vision, and this man really technical abilities, and the ability to lead a company to something way bigger than we ever thought possible. So they already delivered on a lot of promises, and a lot of things that were in the works are already done and working, like the credit card and the travel agency and the SIM cards. And right now there is some confusion among the members with the direction where we are going right now, because their goal is to be here for the long term, okay, to do it in a good way, legitimate way, to comply with the regulations, with all the regulatory restrictions. Unfortunately, we need to live with this, and there have different rules and regulations in Asia, in US, in different countries. So they had to pivot with the lawyers and what they're doing in order to stay compliant. So that's why they are moving right now to Jarvis 2.0. Actually, this is the every member is going to be upgraded to this Jarvis 2.0 in order to resolve these current issues with conversions and withdrawals. And this entire month of October, conversions and withdrawals were trickling in, but people waited for several weeks sometimes in order to get those conversions and withdrawals out. So there were some FUD created in the marketplace, like what's happening, what's going on. We need some more answers, and we are waiting until those will come out and be in place. So I want to share with you what they are doing right now, as they've been very transparent this entire process about what's going on and what they're doing to resolve this. So first of all, they are going to combine the Cloud SIM, okay, the Cloud SIM and the Jarvis, okay, so the Cloud SIM and the Jarvis to become Jarvis 2.0. And basically the CTOs, what you're earning, those utility coins inside the app, is actually going to be essentially data tokens, okay? The CTOs are going to be data tokens. Now, what do you mean by that? You can put with the CTOs and buy data with the SIM card. So if you are a member of China, for example, and I was speaking with Ronald today, early morning, and back and forth, and he was saying to me about China and their demand for data for the SIM card. So for example, if you are a member of China or in other country and you want to use the SIM cards, you are able to do so by taking the CTOs and buying data with it. So essentially, this is one of the primary ways how we can use the CTOs, as this is a utility token, to actually, it is a data token. They're working right now on the calculations about how much each of the CTO is actually holding. Is it 1 megabyte? Is it, how much is 1 terabyte of data? 1 gigabyte of data? How much is this quantifying? It's based on those agreements and how they're buying actually the data in bulk from all these service providers like AT&T, and other companies to service with the SIM cards. Okay, so this is one of their real products, the SIM cards, the cloud SIM that people got at the event in Malaysia in October 5th. This big event with 10,000 people. So people hold this SIM card, all right? And actually, those CTOs can be accumulated when you have the subscription. So now people are having this subscription to the cloud SIM, to essentially Jarvis, and it's going to work similarly in the same way as it was before. So similarly, you have a minimum of $500 to activate the subscription. Now, instead of investment, that you're not investing into Jarvis, you are having a subscription, okay, to get the data tokens, to get the CTO. So they're changing the terminology, and you'll have a different terms of service that you'll actually need to agree upon, and everybody's transitioning and upgrading to this new platform, to this new system, okay? And in terms of how much CTOs you're actually getting is very, very similar. It's actually the same with the way that it was before up until now, okay? So you're earning the same CTOs according to the same rewards plan as it was before, but now those CTOs are data tokens. Now, why they're doing this, okay? You're using the cloud SIM. You burn the CTOs, all right, and you use the CTOs for data usage. All existing members are being upgraded to that. Now, in terms of the liquidity and the conversions of the CTOs, they are right now in the next 4 or 5 days. They're working hard to make it complete and make it done very, very soon. All the engineers are on it to launch this peer-to-peer exchange they call the Ribbons, okay? That's how it's called, Ribbons, which is an OTC, over the counter, okay? And what it actually means, what it stands for, is it will host many types of cryptos, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course CTOs. And you as a member, as a partner of cloud, will be able to get a sell order there at this peer-to-peer exchange, okay? And there'll be on the other end the buyer who are going to buy the CTOs, okay? Or the company itself are going to buy the CTOs, all right? And that way the exchange is going to be done. Now, I asked Ronald, don't you afraid that the price of the CTO is actually going to go down because of people selling? Well, he said that, if somebody is going to sell, let's say the price of CTO right now is $0.509, okay? If somebody is going to sell the CTO for 20 cents or 30 cents, it's at his loss because the company is going to buy this amount of CTOs, right? It's going to come back to the company and they are profiting on it in a big way. And that's actually going to increase the price of the CTO itself because the company is profiting on it. So I don't think it's going to happen. Any price that is lower than the market value, what you're actually seeing in terms of USDT inside the wallet app, okay? Actually, any price that is below the market value inside the app itself, the company is going to absorb it and buy it, okay? So don't worry about the price being crashed. And this is all the conversions from now on, in the beginning of November, are going to all go to this Ribbons exchange, to this OTC exchange, okay? And you'll be able to convert it to Bitcoin or Ethereum or other crypto, whatever you want. And later on, as they are getting the CESA license and they're working with 4 big banks in the Philippines, okay, as they're connecting this fiat to crypto infrastructure, you actually will be able to convert the CTOs directly to your bank account, okay? They'll be able to send it directly to your bank account to fiat, okay? And that is more a centralized solution You need to do KYC for that, but this will be an option probably in mid or end of November. Okay, so you have the crypto option. That is the first one, and that will be launched in the beginning of November. And then by the end of November, we'll also have with the KYC process, the conversions from crypto from your CTO to fiat directly to your bank account. So this is huge. This is concerning the OTC, okay, and the CESA, okay. This is pretty cool. What they're doing in order to stay compliant. Okay, they're doing it in order to stay compliant, also to increase. They want to reach 100 million customers for the data, for the SIMs, right? For the using the SIM cards. Okay, actually, what Verizon is doing, Verizon has 300 million customers, right? They're doing things that are similar to what Apple is doing, with launching their eSIM cards, and the Apple Pay. They're doing some things that are similar to what Apple is doing. They're thinking big as well, and their end goal is to reach 100 million customers, and also the merchant program. So they launched the merchant program, which is going to be somewhere in December, I believe, where actually the merchants themselves will become the cash points for people to get cash for their Bitcoin, Ethereums, or CTOs. They can buy and sell CTOs, and they're preparing for the Chinese New Year. This is a big event, and they're setting up a lot of this. They're actually right now working to sign up a deal in Taiwan with 7-Eleven and some big chains in the supermarkets in Taiwan and in Asia, in order to actually have those local merchants to accept CTOs and Bitcoins as well, and turn them for cash. So is the way the merchant program is going to work is actually the partners themselves can sign up merchants, okay, and through that, every time that somebody is going to buy something in the store with CTO or with Bitcoin, for example, the OTC is making about 2%. They're making about 2%. So that 2% they're sharing with the members. 0.5% is going to go to the partner who signed up the merchant. So that opens up another stream of income for the partners to actually go and sign up those merchants, local merchants, and they have the point of sale machine to accept the CTO. So that's pretty cool. You can actually go out to the merchant if you're living in Asia, for example, and I think they plan to reach it globally also, to in Europe as well and in US as well. If you go there to the local merchant, say, hey, accept CTO and Bitcoin and other currencies for your merchandise, and essentially what's going to happen is that the merchant receives 1%, and the partner receives 0.5%, and they make 0.5% as well on this transaction, and they're going to get to the merchant the fiat. Okay, that's why they need the CESA license. They're going to get fiat to the merchant, and this way the merchant gets local money in order to pay for the suppliers. Okay, they're not storing too much of that crypto, and this is another way for them to get buyers, and they get them cheaper. They're not paying 2-3% fees to Visa and MasterCard, and they can increase the amount of different ways that customers can buy their products in the store. So this is the merchant program that they're going to be launching very, very soon. And this is, again, something very, very exciting that they are doing. Okay, so this is how it's going to work from the merchant standpoint. Okay, does it make sense? What else he shared? Apart from that, the wallet itself is going to be clean, meaning it's going to be an ecosystem with the travel, with the cloud SIM, with the prepaid card. Okay, it's going to be for the services to use the CTOs and to store the CTOs and other coins. Okay, as a wallet, it's not going to be a way inside the wallet to convert CTOs to Bitcoin and withdraw. It's not going to be like this. All the conversions from now on, as they finish building this OTC exchange, are going to go to this ribbons exchange, and actually you'll be able to get a sell order for CTO and get a buyer on the other side. Okay, either the company or direct peer-to-peer. Okay, so that's how they're solving all of these issues with conversions and having the stuck the nodes that are being stuck, and they have an attack of a lot of accounts with very little amounts of Ethereum, and going back and forth with conversions and Jarvis. They're being stuck in the network that they have. So that's part of the reason they're doing this, and also for being compliant with the regulations and being here for the long term. They have a long-term plan here, at least for the next 3 years. They want to reach 100 million customers with 1.5 million partners and 20 million merchants. So that's the goal. Another thing that they are going to be doing is actually moving the chain that they have right now from Orion with the CTOs. They're moving it to ERC 777 standard. So there is a Ethereum blockchain, and on the Ethereum blockchain, the best protocol right now, instead of ERC 20, there is ERC 777. So this ERC 777 protocol, it's actually what they're going to be using. They're transitioning their CTO to this ERC 777 protocol, and everybody's going to be able to see all of these transactions on the blockchain. Okay, all of the CTOs, as right now you cannot see them, and they said, okay, we're going to show you the blockchain of Orion. Essentially, they're making this move. Maybe it is easier for them in this way, but they're transitioning to ERC 777 standard, and this way they can also show the blockchain as well. Okay, another cool thing is if you're using the ERC 777 and you are paying for this gas, maybe it's a little bit more money for the fees, but you're getting the transaction fast. Okay, so that's the key. That's the key here. So people are able to get their money fast, and that's very, very important. So right now they're trying to get this launch as soon as possible, and I'm telling you guys, as this is going to be happening, a lot of the FUD is going to go away. Fear, uncertainty, doubt. People are doubting the project and what's happening, and why the conversions are not paying off. I'm telling you, when I see somebody who is a visionary and has the technical capabilities, they will not be doing all of these partnerships. Like they pay $10 million in order to have this partnership with Grab, and the ability for people to buy vouchers in all of these different countries in Asia in order to use Grab services. All of this deal with the MasterCard, all of these deals with the flights that are now hooking up with Air Asia and the hotels. I mean, it's companies who want to run away with the money and scam everybody is not doing those kind of things, okay, and taking those kind of actions. So it's just a transition period, guys, and we are getting into something bigger and better and more compliant, the way that I see it and my impression from this interview. I'm going to post this interview for you as well to see. Yeah, so pretty much everyone who is holding the CTO is like you have a share in the company or a partner in the company. And if they're going to accomplish their vision in 3 years and to acquire 100 million customers, and it was the cloud scene, think about what would that mean and how much each CTO is going to be worth if they're going to succeed. So it's a great opportunity, and I think we're just in the beginning stages with it. Okay, so I really hope that it clears up some of the things. If you're following the project, if you are in the project of cloud, and if you're earning the CTOs, that's where we are going from here. And the next couple of updates, right? The OTC launch, the prepaid, the Visa cards that are going to be activated, the SIM cards that's going to expand. They have a whole new people that are hiring for business development to find more deals and more ways for you to utilize the CTO as a utility coin and to buy more stuff with it. And of course, this peer-to-peer exchange that is coming out, where now the CTO is technically a data package, a data CTO that you're using it, burning it actually to get a data package for the SIM card. There's going to be always demand for it, especially in China, as Ronald pointed out to me. So that's the update that I want to share with you. Yeah, okay, let's see cloud, in the next coming month keeps delivering as they have done until far. Okay, they said they're going to do the MasterCards, and they've done it. They said they're going to launch the travel agency, and they've done it. They said they're going to complete the merchants, the point of sale system, and they have done it. And a lot of cool things they've promised they delivered on. So let's see them continue delivering on what they are saying and getting better for the partners. So as far as the earnings, everybody will keep earning similarly as to what Jarvis is earning right now with the transition to Jarvis 2.0. I'll keep you guys posted and updated about anything new that I find out regarding this project. Okay, so with that being said, I'll talk to you soon.